Okay, now we're gonna change this for the small formats, for the small pouches. We have to open the conveyor belt first. So we have to remove the two screws facing the lap 500. There are 4 screws to fixate the whole top on the input hopper. Just open the 2 screws, then you can just open the complete shroud easily. Just make sure you just keep that in place as well. Okay. Now you can see that here actually, okay, jetzt musst du hier rüber. There are actually 2 rolls. These 2 rolls have to be opened with a screwdriver, with an Allen key. You have to work an Allen key and move them closer together. Okay, move them both towards the middle. Okay, and then you can fixate the screws again, alright? Because now we have a much smaller format. Second step you have to do is here, bring the conveyor belts to the middle, okay? Because we have these 2 sidewall elements which keep the product in place. They cannot be moved in the middle as long as these conveyor belt ribbons are here all the way outside, which we made for the... So the easiest way to do that is remove here the belt in the back. This is how the motor is connected to these ribbon reels, okay? And then just take one ribbon after another, just very easy. And just get them all the way to the middle and put the product here next to it so you can see exactly what format you need, okay? Also, if you make other pouches, this is how you actually adjust the machine. In this case, we have a total of 8 ribbons. Make sure you remove this belt first, so it's easier to move this ribbon, otherwise the motor will block it, okay? Sorry, there's another pouch here from the other production. Okay. So just do it gap by gap, one step after another. So you can see here, this pretty much covers the whole width of the pouch. Okay. Then once the pouch is moved into here, as you can see, it will go onto these conveyor belts here. Okay, we only need those 3 now, alright? So what we're gonna do, we take the sidebar in the back and move it inwards, alright? So this actually holds the product in place here, right? You can keep those 3 conveyor belts. We leave the opening a little bit more wide, so actually here is like a conic positioning, and here it's the final positioning when the labeling happens. So the placement is correct, okay? Then, of course, we have to get rid of this one ribbon. We don't want to open the complete machine, so what we do, we just pull off the ribbon on both sides, alright? And then what we're going to do is we can just move it over the sidebar here, okay? So just leave it here loose, okay? So it doesn't interfere and it doesn't block the movement, alright? Then you can just fixate these screws again. You can actually close the shroud again and start moving the sidewalls. Okay? So the position here is alright.
The sidewalls are moved by those 2 screws. Just turn them together so they fit to the ribbons down below.
So you just do counterclockwise to get the sidebars in, and clockwise to open it again. Then of course we want to have the labeling position centered, so we're going to move here. Actually, to do that, we open it here a little bit, and we move this one also counterclockwise towards the middle. All right, we want the label to be centered. Okay. Okay, here. Get that wall a little bit more to the middle. Okay. And then make sure that these two rubber rolls actually are moved a little bit to the side, so they also still are on top of the conveyor belt. So they move together with the conveyor belts. Okay. So now you turn it on. You see these wheels spinning here, right? Okay, these are also still okay. Positioned quite in the middle, pressing down the product. So first thing you do is you take one pouch, put it in, use also the closed side facing the machine direction, okay? Start the main conveyor belt and then the input hopper, right? Oh, sorry, we need the power plug first. Okay. Okay, make sure the ribbon on the motor is reattached. Mach mal den Rippen bitte hin dran.
Okay.
Okay, ribbon is reattached. Drück mal ein bisschen Andruck.
Oder wer steht drauf?
Geht, ne?
Doch.
Mach mal rein. Bring the first product in, see if it runs through. Okay, looks fine. Goes all the way through. Please put it in another time. Make a couple of test runs, everything is okay. No, it's not correct. Please do it again. Just come out in the bottom. Please, here, if it does not come out correctly, make sure here, this is how you adjust the separator. You can open these two screws here. You can open the separator a little bit more. If there's too much pressure applied from this plastic separator on the